got that right. We are making a little rhubarb special today. We are joined by Cara Mangini from Little Eatery. And tell us, what are we making today? Because when you think of rhubarb, you don't necessarily, you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't know about this, but it makes incredible meals.
Is this rhubarb time?
It does. It's rhubarb time, and today we're going to make a strawberry and rhubarb crumble. And often you think of rhubarb as a fruit, but it's actually a vegetable.
It is.
So it's right up my alley. And it's really easy to prepare. I think it sometimes can be a mysterious vegetable, but it's really easy to break down. So,
vegetable of mystery.
I know. And we do think of it as a fruit because you see it often in desserts because you really do have to sweeten it.
You assume it is, yeah.
Yes, you have to sweeten it because it is extremely sour. So we are going to be using it in dessert today. So you're just going to remove the ends here, and you want to just chop it into large chunks here.
Like celery almost.
Like celery, yeah. And essentially, you might sometimes find some strings in your rhubarb. And you just use a vegetable peeler if that's the case. But sometimes you don't. This one we didn't, so we don't need to use it.
So is this like the end of rhubarb season or the beginning of rhubarb season?
We're toward the end of
Toward
it.
the end,
Yeah.
okay.
You will see it through July, and sometimes you'll see them at farmer's market pop up even into September.
Okay.
So, but we're really at the end of the season here, so go out and get some.
So the final dish.
Yes.
All
So
right.
we're going to add some sugar now. We have a combination of rhubarb. If you want to give this a squeeze of lime juice.
Okay.
And we're going to sweeten it with, again, sugar and some honey. And if you want to give it a little pinch of salt there also.
Pinch of salt, okay.
Yeah. You can give it a couple.
So why do you need the salt? What does that add to it?
That just adds a little bit of flavor to it. So
well, that
yeah,
makes sense.
it brings out it just brings out the
Gosh,
I wanted
come on.
something really scientific, like, oh, it's cutting on the acids.
keep things
and-
yeah,
simple.
it just brings out the flavor. So we're
Okay.
going to give this a really good stir. Really easy. And then let's put this into a pie dish here.
Okay.
I'll let you do that while
All
we
right.
move over to the
Yeah,
crumble
come
topping.
over here. I've got some more
Okay.
dumb questions to ask. Come on
And
over
you
here.
can- I'm gonna have you help me here. So
Okay.
this is a crumble topping, really easy, just
Yum.
flour and oats, and we're gonna add. I'll let you add some brown
So
sugar.
just whole oats?
This
Just
smells
whole,
so
yeah,
good.
whole
Oh my
rolled
goodness.
oats, and then sugar, some more lime juice, and then butter, which I've already started to grate here, but I want to show you. I'll let
Which
you
I
add
thought
that,
was,
Sean.
I thought it was cheese. It looked just
It looks like cheese, and the reason is because I used the large holes on a box grater, and this is just to make it a little bit easier to break it up. So go
that's
ahead and you can go ahead and add that while
smart.
I finish grating this.
Okay.
And that's it. And then you're going to use your hands. I'm going to let you do
Nice.
it to bring it all together. Now,
goo-
you're getting butter on
You
the floor.
goobered me.
Now is that about where you want it to be as far, or do you want to
Yeah,
just
you can fill it up
all the way?
It's going
Okay.
to melt down a little bit.
Oh, it will.
so-
Okay.
Yeah. Really easy.
I think
So you're
kids
gonna
would
keep-
like doing this
It's
too.
really fun. So you want to just keep mixing it with your hands until it comes together into one ball, essentially, or it really comes together.
Okay.
And then we'll top this. So I will. It's looking good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should I keep working?
Yeah, you want to keep working a little bit. This is going to go into a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes.
So you don't need to grease that pan at all or anything?
No, you don't. And you can do this with other fruits and even vegetables if you wanted to do a nice sweet topping on top of a mix of summer squash and eggplant, peppers, but stone fruits, which is starting to come into season right now.
All right, I'm getting carpal tunnel.
Okay, I think you're good. I think you're good. Okay, so now we're going to just take this, and if you want to both help me, but we're going to just put this over the top. Am I covering it here?
No.
We're going to put this over the top of our strawberries and rhubarb, and then pop this into an oven.
Oh, that looks really good.
And this is going to get nice and crispy and brown on top. And that's it.
This
wanna
seems
put
like
the-
such a refreshing meal or dessert for this time of year,
It is.
especially with the heat and everything. I mean,
Yeah, it's
And a
nice
lot of
cool-
people,
Go
wouldn't
ahead.
they put like ice cream or something, but you opted for something healthy.
Yes.
Oh, there you
so,
go.
do you want to put this into the oven?
Sure.
And we have, of course, made one already. And yes, we have a nice, healthy companion here. I've used a non-fat Greek yogurt that I've topped with a little bit of lime zest.
May I?
And of course, and then some torn basil. So that's it.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Isn't that great? And you
That's
can. This is an
delicious.
easy dessert that you can do again with any kind of fruit, and so you have dessert
And
ready
it's
to
plenty
go.
sweet. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Well
That's
done,
it.
Cara.
Thank you. You want to
Loved
try
it. Yes,
Okay.
please.
A little bit of
Definitely.
yogurt. There you go. We put the recipe on myfox28columbus.com. Click on
Yummy.
GDC
Thank you.
recipes,
Yes.
and you can find it on our Pinterest page, as a matter of fact. Just search WTTE 28 Fox 28, and you can pin it and share it with your friends. Cara, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A rhubarb lesson. Who knew?